we start in Gqeberha, and that's where we find my colleague Lerato Fekisi, who is standing by. Lerato, good afternoon to you, and I wonder, what are some of these South Africans that you have there with you are hoping to hear from President Cyril Ramaphosa tonight?
I think top of the agenda in the Eastern Cape is undoubtedly job creation, especially among the youth, the economic growth, especially at a time when the Eastern Cape economy is in a recession, at a time where many people here, especially the young people, are looking for jobs. But this afternoon I'm joined by Professor Gqeberha, an economist from the University of Nelson Mandela. Talk to us more from an economical point of view. What are the expectations ahead of the President's address this afternoon? Prof, obviously the President's going to speak in a couple of hours. Economically, the Eastern Cape is really in a dire situation. It seems to be getting worse. What should the focus be in terms of economic growth when it gets to the Eastern Cape?
Well, in the Eastern Cape, I think with the 7th administration, we have an opportunity now to change the whole thing, to change the Eastern Cape. You know, our main problem in the Eastern Cape is unemployment, inequality and poverty, and even graduates find themselves in a pool of unemployment. So we need to find ways how we can fight that. And I always advise that, you know, we need to make Eastern Cape an investor-friendly province where investments come here because they can be able to create the jobs that the young people are needing. We need also to ensure that we help the small-scale farmers. Remember, Eastern Cape is a rural province, right? We have farmers here, small-scale farmers, emerging farmers, which we need to support in various ways, even financially, to ensure that they are fruitful in what they are doing. That's going to really help this fight this enemy. Then also, we need to find ways. We expect the President to touch on that as well. Tourism sector. Tourism is impacted negatively because of high rates of crime. So what is the government going to do in order to fight this enemy, this crime? Because our townships are controlled by criminals. So we can't be able to boost tourism having this high level of crime. So we need to find ways how we can boost tourism in the Eastern Cape. Needless to mention the quality of education to produce the students that's got the requisite skills to fit the industry in the modern day, in the modern times. I think, to me, that's be a strategy that's going to be able to fight this problem, the scourge of unemployment in the Eastern Cape. We expect to be part of the speech, you know, from the President.
Prof, also speak about investment. A huge issue for Gqeberha and also the Eastern Cape has been a leadership deficit, where instability in terms of leadership has affected the level of crimes.
Yes.
So how important is it also to ensure that in terms of leadership, we are able to produce good leaders that attract investments and also, like you're saying, touch on crime as well?
Yes. Leadership is very important, you know, because one of the things that can destroy or make the economy is institutions. Those institutions are controlled by the leaders. We need leaders that are accountable, that has integrity, because now if you have poor leadership, then obviously we can't grow the economy. You may have all the resources, right, in the province, but if the leadership, you know, is not ethical leadership, then we won't be able to grow the economy. The danger now that we are facing, or the problem, or the risk, is that we have a government of national unity. People go there with their different ideas. Chances are each one will pull his or her way because they go there representing various parties, and I hope that they will not be partisan when they get there. They will know that they're running a government for the people. So irrespective of the different ideologies, they've got to come together. But the whole thing hinges on the leadership that's ethical. That's what we need today in the Eastern Cape.
And lastly, the young people in the province have been complaining for a long time, like you're saying, graduates are unemployed. Yeah. Ironically, in a city like Gqeberha, we've got the automotive sector. Agriculture is huge in the Eastern Cape, but somehow over the years there has been no growth in these two sectors. Should there also be a more focus on the manufacturing industry, on the automotive sector, to try and increase jobs for young people?
Yes, what's going to help young people is to have the right skills that are needed by the industry. If they don't have the right skills, you know, in South Africa they talk about unemployment, and they always say that you've got structural unemployment, meaning that you don't have the skills that match what's in need, in demand there. So the young people should acquire the appropriate skills for the manufacturing sector, because if they don't have those skills, they don't be able to fit, the call in that particular area. We need to fight that, ensure that they have those skills as young people. Besides that, we want to produce students that can be entrepreneurial, create and generate their own wealth, because this is an age where we go for digitalization, automation. It's going to do more and more away with labor. So the young people must be ready to start, become entrepreneurial, starting their own businesses where they can control and generate their own wealth, That's important. So we must have a support in terms of the capital that young people can have to start their own businesses.
Thank you so much, Prof. That was Professor Gqeberha, a professor here of economics here at Nelson Mandela University, speaking about the importance of upskilling young people, giving them skills that will make them employable in a digitized age.